What's up, fight fans? J.Cotto. Welcome to the Boxing and Jedi's Tavern. And basically, I switched up both because I'm doing two channels in one. One talking about boxing, and the other Star Wars. And if you're a Star Wars fanatic like I am, a collector, whatever it be, come on down and join. Otherwise, than that, as of now, we are on a boxing channel. We're going to speak some boxing. Just going to wait for the thread to get up. The invites are automatically set up here. This is what I like about the options on YouTube when you go live, and just basically just waiting for some boxing heads to come in. Just like to thank everybody for joining on in, whoever's going to join on in, and we're definitely going to be giving you guys a lot to talk about along today with Telegram. Uh, Also, want to say that we had some great fights yesterday, man. We had some great fights, and all I gotta say is, hey, man, it was England. England gave us knockouts, and America gave us point systems, which proves my point to certain individuals that I'm out there arguing with and shit debating over as to the point system. A lot of guys feel that a lot of fighters should be knocking everybody out. That's not always going to happen. It's not always going to happen. You're not going to knock everyone out. So these guys have to understand the point system. Yesterday we had some great fights. Now over in England, okay, we had Carlos Takam, who got first he put a fucking Chisora on his ass. That was a great fight. That's a heavyweight fight right there. And these guys, man, they went at it. I have much respect to Chisora and Takam. Takam got knocked the fuck out, but it was a spectacular, great heavyweight fight. Everybody still got to give Takam his respect. Everybody still got to respect Chisora. Chisora just needs to get back in shape, man. He just needs to get in shape. You know what I mean? He need to work on his fucking cardio. Just his whole game period. But he got that punch. You know what I mean? Now over to Dylan Whyte, man. And Dylan Whyte and Joseph Parker. I'll tell you some shit right now, man. I was wrong. I thought Joseph Parker was gonna be slick. I thought he was gonna keep him at the end of his punches, but at the end of the day, he fell into Dylan White's strategy. Dylan Whyte is one hell of a fucking contender. I have to give it to him. I can see why. I can exactly see why they're keeping Wilder away from him. You know what I mean? I can see why. They're going to continue to keep dangerous guys like Whyte and Chisora away from him. King Kong Ortiz, congratulations as well. Everybody should understand that he is not fucking broken goods, regardless how old he is. His whole thing was just cardio, like I had said before. He wants a rematch. Listen, I don't think that's going to happen. As much as we would want to see Deontay Wilder fight King Kong Ortiz in a rematch right now, since he's not busy, instead of taking a Brazil, even though I feel Brazil would give him, a run for his money or whatever. But it's just the fact that I would just like to see a King Kong Ortiz versus a Wilder again, a second fight. Why not? Why not? Why not? That would be great. But we will never see a Whyte. Okay, I'm gonna say this wholeheartedly until it happens. We will never see a Whyte versus a Wilder. We're not gonna see that. We're not gonna see that. We are not gonna see that. I'm not gonna get into contractual agreements. I'm not gonna get into arguments with any of that because we all see what's happening here. We all see what's happening here. We all know who's telling the truth. We all know who sent contracts. We all know who's talking. We all know. So this is why I refuse to even argue about the politics within that fight. But we will never see a Whyte. Now there's a whole list. There's a whole list that Wilder has not fought yet, but Joshua has fought. And this is the problem. This is why there isn't that much respect for Wilder, because he's not taking competitive fights. The only really competitive fight that he took was King Kong Ortiz and had problems with him. Now, I'm not sure if Joshua's going to take a King Kong Ortiz, but I want Joshua to fight a King Kong Ortiz. That goes to show you how much of a fucking boxing fan I am. I want Whyte versus Wilder, and I want Ortiz versus Joshua in the future. That's what I want. I don't care if it's made the end of this year. I don't care if it's made the beginning or the middle of next year, but let's get this shit on. You feel what I'm saying? Let's get this shit on. Dylan Whyte is one that he got jerked and pushed around by WBC, which was really, really fucked up. Like, it was really fucked up. So now they put all these guys in front of him, and he's just straight up knocking them the fuck out now. So I don't think that there should be any excuses. I don't think that anybody should be hiding. If anybody's gonna be hiding behind the Deontay Wilder's fucking but Dylan Whyte ain't fighting nobody. Oh, Dylan Whyte got to earn. Well, he done earned this spot. You earned this spot a while back, son. And you guys are still like not trying to give this man a fight. Give Dylan Whyte a fight. If he's easy work and you guys feel that Wilder can't do shit, I mean that Wilder's not gonna get touched, he's not gonna have a hard day at the office with Whyte. So then why don't you push him to fight Whyte? Why don't you guys do that? Why don't you guys do that? Why isn't he fighting Whyte? You know, even Brazil said that he's even having a hard time trying to get a fight with Wilder because the WBC is protecting him. You guys can live in denial all you want, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You know, it is what it is. I don't really care about anyone who's been watching boxing longer or as long as I have been, simply because if you're on this ship trying to call this man the best heavyweight out there without him even fucking doing anything, then you guys don't understand what you're talking about. You know what I mean? But Whyte is a competitor. There are a lot of competitors. There should be a lot of competitors out there that should be fucking fighting Wilder and fucking, well, Joshua's picking him up. Joshua's picking him up. The thing with Joshua is he's got a longer line because he's got more straps. So he's got a lot more defenses to go through. And a lot of you guys aren't understanding that. But it's okay. It's your boxing education, not mine. I totally, wholeheartedly understand. This is why I don't get upset. This is why I don't go around calling people names. This is why I don't go around bashing anybody, because I understand the schematics. If you understood the schematics back then, you understand the schematics today. The only fucking blockade and the only thing that's fucking up the straight line and turning it crooked is just the politics. That's all it is. That's all it is. And if you can see yourself out of them fucking politics and go right back into the fight fan fucking booth, then you would see exactly what everybody else is seeing. You know? But it is what it is, man. You know, Mikey Garcia now. Let's get into that with Robert Easter Jr. Mikey Garcia had a great fight yesterday. He had a hard day at the office. Robert Easter Jr. gave up on himself. Okay? He could not answer back except for throwing a singular to a triple jab. He landed a hell of jabs. But now what happened to the rest of the punch activity? Like the crosses, the straights, you know, the hooks. Where were those? It was just jabbing all night, jabbing. If you're going to jab, you should have worked off the jab. You should have, you know, but that's not going to happen here because, like I said, these fighters are still learning. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think the last person to jump up to 10 to 12 pounds, right, to do something like this was Marlon Starling against Michael Nunn. So this is something that has to be praised, right, and respected. But at the same time, we've got to tell the truth here. Errol Spence Jr. is going to beat the shit out of Mikey Garcia. Okay? Mikey Garcia does not bring that power. He's not bringing that power. He's not bringing that power at all at 147, man. You know, he might be a little slicker. He might be less flat-footed than fucking Errol Spence Jr., but Errol Spence Jr. just has that skill and that power where he has the skill to land that power. And if he lands that any power shots, especially to the body on Mikey Garcia. Yesterday, Mikey Garcia should have went to the body earlier in the rounds. Early in the rounds, that fight would have been over with. See? But he didn't do that. Instead, he wanted to do something that he knew he wasn't really good at, and that's box in the middle of the ring. Every time he tried to do that, he got outboxed, so that's why Robert Easter gave up his positioning and had his back against the ropes and everything fucking else. And that's something that you know, Robert Easter Jr. has to work on. His defense and his fucking positioning and his punch selection. Like, it was a straight jab fest coming from him yesterday. You know? But Mikey Garcia as well did well. Congratulations to him, but he should have went straight to the body. He should have began at the body. Trust me, had he gone to Robert Easter Jr.'s body earlier, son, it would have been a knockout. But it is what it is. I'm happy, you know, with what he got. But I still think that Mikey Garcia is not prepared, will not be prepared for 147. Anybody at 147, okay? Especially a fucking Errol Spence Jr. Now, let's talk about the reaction of Errol Spence Jr. on how happy he was that a smaller man wanted to come up and test him. You know, to me, I can't respect that. You know why I can't respect that? Because you're the so-called boogeyman, but you got a monster. Why don't you chase Terrence Crawford? Why aren't you calling Terrence Crawford out? Hmm? It's funny how you call them out, and you want fights from guys like this, whether they're injured, a la Keith Thurman. Oh, straight call outs. Oh yeah, you and your fan base, right? And then it's either that or you go straight to a smaller man, which yesterday, yeah, let's do it. Let's get it. No doubt. You know what I'm saying? But you should have came out and said, you know what? You know what, Mikey? No doubt. No doubt. That would be a great fight, but not right now because I'm too busy fucking unifying. That's just a money fight. And when Errol Spence Jr. beats Mikey Garcia, that's right, when he beats Mikey Garcia, it's not a glorified win. And those guys that are preparing their black party plans and shit, the schematics for whenever this victory comes, you know, this fight comes and the victory goes straight to Errol Spence Jr., you guys have to calm the fuck down. You know what I mean? Because what happens now if Mikey outboxes? Because that can happen. That can happen, you know. What happens if Mikey outboxes Errol Spence Jr.? Then what will you guys say? It was set up or some shit without not really being good fight fans, real truthful fight fans, that saying, wow, Errol Spence Jr. needs work. Because I see it. Everyone sees it. These guys are still learning. These guys still need work. You know what I'm saying? There were a lot of holes in Mikey's game yesterday. There's a lot of holes in everyone's game yesterday. You know what I mean? And a lot of these young talents, man, they need that help. They need that work. You know what I'm saying? And when you're not fighting, just stay in the gym. Stay in the gym, learn your craft. Robert Easter Jr., thank you very much. Great fight, man. Just work on your defense, man. Just work on your fucking defense, dog. And your punch selection, dog. Like, you had so many openings after those triple jabs you were landing, kid, on how many combinations you could have landed on Mikey, but you didn't. You know what I mean? You didn't. And for those that think that Mikey Garcia is actually going to get past an Errol Spence Jr. or is going to give Errol Spence Jr. any type of good fight, you're sadly mistaken. I follow Errol Spence Jr., but I'm not an Errol Spence Jr. fanatic. I'm a boxing fanatic. But when I see these styles here, right, you know, Mikey becomes evasive once in a while. But he just likes that stationary stance. Now, if he thinks that he's going to go in there and trade punches with somebody that's 12 pounds, 10 to 12 pounds heavier than he is, and has the skill to actually just to bring that pocket in and to bring that power into any pocket, Mikey Garcia he's probably gonna face his first L here. But you know what? I can't take nothing away from the kid because he's daring to be great. You know, he's daring to be great. The only thing that I wish he would do is just give us your position, Garcia. Mikey Garcia, give us your position. Are you campaigning at 135, 140, or 147? Which one are you doing? You know, because we would like to give you a decent following. But as you're switching these weight classes now, not only are you confusing the fight fan and the fight fan that follows you wholeheartedly, you're also fucking up the schematics of your fucking career. Because, yeah, you can go to many divisions and gain titles now, but now where will you have longevity? Where will you have longevity? Like, you can't say you have longevity at 135. You can't say you have longevity at 140 because you're going to go to 147 now. So where do you actually campaign at? Where do you stay? And what weight class do you call your own? This is just a question that I just want to know because, like I said, it's getting to a point with Garcia that I see what he's doing. I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to gain straps in almost every fucking weight class from where he started to where he can go, and I can understand that. We should not expect Mikey Garcia to go fucking super welterweight, junior middleweight, Anything after that, no, just forget about it. The most Mikey Garcia is going to do is 147, and he's going to struggle with 147. So that's my question here to you, Mr. Garcia, is where do you campaign at? I can understand title chasing, but your following is being confused now. Where do you campaign at? After 147, where are you staying? 135, 140, 147, where are you staying? You know what I mean? Where are you staying? Now, like I said, Errol Spence Jr. was so happy that a smaller man wanted to fight him. He was so ecstatic. But now, where's the call out for Terence Crawford? Because from what I remember, when Terence Crawford had called him out, he was talking about Terence Crawford needs a strap. Terence Crawford has a strap. Now, Errol Spence Jr. fans, you may hate me for what I'm saying, even though you don't know me from any types of walks of life. But Errol Spence Jr. is ducking Terence Crawford hard, very hard. He knows the danger. See, Terence Crawford's a smaller guy too. As a matter of fact, he came from 140. Why isn't he calling him out? Why? Where was the oh yeah, let's get it when Terence Crawford said, yeah, I want to fight Errol Spence Jr. Well, where was his enthusiasm then? See what I mean? So this is why Errol Spence Jr. does not impress me. And even if he beats Mikey Garcia when they fight, he's still not going to impress me. What will impress me is if he gets to fight motherfuckers at 147 that are actually fight worthy, that are actually winning, that are actually fucking terrors and menaces, right? But we don't have any of that except for maybe 2, 3, right? One of them is injured. He's coming back. He's been called out plenty of times by him. That's because he's injured. And even before he was injured, he still wanted a rush process and get a fight. Now, what would have happened if Keith Thurman would have boxed circles around Errol Spence Jr. at such a premature date? All you guys would have been like, oh, still not this. That's what I'm saying. The fight will come. Thurman Spence Jr. fight will come. That fight will come. Danny Garcia and fucking Sean Porter, they have a date. We have to decide who's the welterweight WBC champion. And I got a feeling that it's going to be Sean Porter. And if it's Sean Porter, then we can be happy, and we're definitely going to see competitive fights. That title is going to go into rotation, into competitive rotation, into defending champion rotation. Sean Porter will be fighting at least twice a year, 3 times a year. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to worry about none of that diva shit. What's up, 10 players? Big 10 on the mic, no doubt. What's going on, man? Hashtag come back to boxing. Always great to see you guys, man, no doubt. You know what I mean? And a great video too, man, on that Mikey Garcia, man. That's the truth. Definitely the truth, man. You know, so like I said, man, you know, all these guys, you know, Duke Odin, what's going on? That would be crazy, my brother. It would be crazy. Duke Odin, Mighty Odin, no doubt. It would be crazy if Mikey beat Spence. That's the way I see Mikey beating Spence. No doubt, man. It's good to have you, 10 players, no doubt. See, what's funny here, Duke Odin, is Mikey Garcia does have a hand game. He's got hands because he's got a boxing game. But he's got to worry about Errol Spence Jr.'s skill as to getting that power in any pocket. That's one thing that I give Errol Spence Jr. No matter what pocket he winds up in, he's able to land that power in any pocket against anyone. You see? And against Mikey Garcia, them holes that he had yesterday, going up against Errol Spence Jr., 10 to 12 pounds heavier, which hasn't been done since Marlon Starling versus Michael Nunn, like I mentioned earlier. It's a dangerous fight, and that's really a way to test yourself. That's trying to be great. But right now, like after this fight, no, to take another 140 fight, you know what I'm saying, with somebody who's going to be somebody at 140 who brings that power, right? And then transition your way to 147, work on that power. Mikey Garcia is not going to have enough power for him, man, to hold him at bay whatsoever. Just like Robert Easter Jr. yesterday, everything was straight jabbing. His jab game was on point, but his defense and his entrance, as well as working off the jab, did not work for him. He had no answer. And this is what I feel is going to happen to Mikey Garcia. He's going to have no answer. Not for the skill set of Spence Jr., but the power of Spence Jr. Because Mikey has not felt no one's power yet. And I got a feeling that once he feels that power, it's a wrap. And Mikey Garcia better go to the body against Errol Spence Jr. before Errol Spence Jr. gets to him. You know, this is what I mean. What I was saying, gentlemen, here was, it's funny how you saw the enthusiasm on Errol Spence Jr.'s face when a smaller man wanted to fight him, right? You saw that, right? But then you've got Terrence Crawford over here at bay talking about, yeah, I want to fight the best. I want to fight Errol Spence Jr. And all Errol Spence Jr. is saying is that, oh, well, he's got to prove his worth. Regardless, he's got a strap. But at the same time, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't Errol Spence Jr. have to prove too? Because if you ask me, Errol Spence Jr. is very premature in this game. Very premature in this game. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go as far as to say this. When Keith Thurman comes back, gets his warm-up, and decides to fight Errol Spence Jr., I got Keith Thurman winning on points. You know what I'm saying? No doubt, 10 players. You know what I'm saying? That power is going to be too much for Mikey Garcia, man. It's going to be way too much for Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia is going to have to, he's going to have to be the boxer now. You know what I mean? Like, in this fight, he's going to have to be the evasive one. So in that fight, he's gonna have to work on speed, man, because your power is not gonna, from 135, 140 to 147. You hardly showed power yesterday. You know what I mean? And your hole in your game was your hole where you fucked up, where you didn't go to the body at first. Garcia, you could have had that knockout a long time ago. You could have had it in the 6th round, but you decided not to go to the body. You wanted to fucking match wits with a style that, and you know what I'm saying? You did pretty good, but then you went downstairs afterwards. That's when I stood up and clapped, and I said, that's what you do. Because you're an upstairs, downstairs fighter. You're not a straight fucking, you know what I'm saying? A tagging fighter. You're not a headhunter. And for you to try to match wits with it, and I understand you had something to prove, but don't ever do that shit again. Like, if you fight Errol Spence Jr., don't try to do what you did with Robert Easter Jr., which is box. You can box, but against evasive motherfuckers, don't do it. Just leave it alone. You got to fight this guy here that's flat-footed and power. You're going to have to fucking be evasive, Mikey. You know what I'm saying? Duke Oda says, Mikey sees something in Spence that he can expose. Yeah, and that's being quick and boxing the shit out of, boxing him up. Boxing him. Because if you notice in the Kell Brook fight, Kell Brook decided to box in the middle of the ring, and that's when he was catching him. Everybody falls to the mistake of getting backed up into the ropes when they were against Errol Spence Jr. But if you keep him in the middle of the ring, you know what I mean? He's like a Terry Norris, sort of, you know, because that's who he's modeled himself after. It's like a Terry Norris. Terry Norris was good in the middle of the ring against certain fighters. You know what I'm saying? But when he had you against the ropes, it was a wrap. Now, it's funny on how when Terry Norris would have his back against the ropes, he didn't know how to get out of that. A lot of times. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times. So this can happen to Errol Spence Jr. as well, where he's just relying on that power. You know what I mean? And not working on his foot speed. You know, should I say on his footwork, his placement. You know? Because remember, he's got to plant his feet before he lands a power shot. Anybody that said, this is why I say Terrence Crawford will beat Errol Spence Jr. hands down. Besides him being ambidextrous, it's just a, you know what I'm saying? My man Duke Golden says, I got Thurman and Crawford beating Spence. Okay, I got Crawford. I got Crawford beating Spence Jr. and I got Spence beating because of the boxing. You know what I mean? Because of the boxing skill, because of the pedigree. This is what I'm saying. Like, Errol Spence Jr. is very impressive. Yes, he is, right? But how can you say that he done better than Manny Pacquiao when he went up against Chris Algieri just because he knocked Algieri out? That don't matter. Manny Pacquiao already set a record on Algieri's ass, tying it up with Tommy Hearns with the most knockdowns in one fight. Where was the praise to that? Where was the praise to that acolyte? That's what I'm saying. You guys are just, most of these guys, fight fans out here don't even know what the fuck they're watching. Talk about, oh, I got the eye test. I got the eye test. Most of you guys don't know what an eye test is. And my eye test says that Errol Spence Jr., okay, Keith Thurman, fucking Danny Garcia, and Sean Porter, they all have holes in their games and they all need work. You know what I'm saying? Sean Porter needs work on his defense. Badly. He's got the evasiveness. I've always said that Mike Tyson should take time out. Right? Sean Porter should ask Mike Tyson to train him. You know what I'm saying? For the next fight for 3 months. Because he's got that Tyson-esque type movement. You know what I'm saying? Where he comes in, you know, he's got that blue 42. Sid, you know what I'm saying? He's got that linebacker type physique. He's short, he's small, he's compact. That's what he needs. He needs Tyson to train him for a little bit. He needs somebody that's going to teach him the peekaboo style. Sean Porter needs to learn the peekaboo style. He's got the frame. He's got it. That's what he needs to do. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I hate watching. That's a fact, Jack. I can't stand watching them fight either, kid. But just think about it, Odin. Think about it, 10 players and everyone else that's on here. If Tyson wants to take his time out, let's just say 3 months, and train Sean Porter along with Porter Sr., what do you think? What do you think the transformation of Sean Porter will be? That's something to think about. And I don't understand why these Terrence Bud Crawford, please reach out to Sugar Ray Leonard. For one reason and one reason only. So he can teach you how to fight off the back foot with power. Because you already know how to fight off the back foot, but we need you knocking niggas out going backwards. You know what I'm saying, Terrence? You know? So let me get to these. J.Cotto says Kenny versus Angel is gonna be epic. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's gonna be epic as fuck. Listen, it was semi epic. You know what I'm saying? It was semi epic when it was up against fucking the Guerreros. That shit was epic. That was epic. But that was semi-epic. This is going to be epic. I have to agree with you. This is going to be the shit-talking fest, bro. Oh, my God, bro. I can't wait. I can't wait. Template says, damn, Tyson Porter could boost Porter's name, too. Can you imagine that team up? Exactly, 10. Exactly, Big 10. Yo, if Tyson was to train Sean Porter on how to fucking level himself off as to movement, on how to watch his foot placement when he lands those power shots, you know what I'm saying? It teaches him how to come in and out, you know? Yo, Porter could be, he's already a fucking threat to most. And Porter, let me tell you something. Porter better learn how to be evasive and get his block, you know, get his defense up before he goes up against an Errol Spence Jr. I don't take anything away from Errol Spence Jr. The same way I don't take anything away from Deontay Wilder. But it's just, if you want to be called the best, goddamn it, you got to fight the fucking best. If you're putting yourself on this fucking standard and then you're going to show us that you're really at this standard, how the fuck you still want to be put up on this standard when you're really the fuck down here? You haven't done anything to come up here, right? And for those that leave the fucking game for a while on your own fucking faults, like Tyson Fury, how the fuck you expect us to hold you up to the same standard you were at when 2.5 years you were inactive, all because of your fuck up way of treating yourself, and you're down here now, and you're coming back like we're supposed to hold you up here? No, motherfucker. No, you got to fight. You got to fight, right? To make scrambled eggs, you got to break the eggs. You got to beat it. There's work to do. There's levels to eating eggs. There's levels to doing everything. You know what I'm saying? And it just comes to the point that Tyson Fury, you still have a lot to prove to me. You know what I'm saying? I have to totally wholeheartedly disagree with anybody saying Tyson Fury is the man to beat. Tyson Fury has not been the man to beat for the past 2.5 fucking years. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? He has not been the man for 2.5 years. So I can understand my fellow brothers and sisters over at England that your heavyweight, you know what I'm saying, former champion is back on the scene. But that last fight that he gave us was a shit fight. As a matter of fact, that fight that was happening in the stands was much more action-packed, to the point that he even had to look at the fucking fight. Now, Tyson Fury, if you're going to come back with that bouncing, hopping around shit, we don't want none of that. We don't want none of that. We don't want none of that. And you can't be fucking going out here talking shit about Wilder, talking shit about fucking, because for Christ's sake, at least these guys are fighting. At least these guys are defending fucking straps. What did you decide to do? There's only one Tyson Fury! Right? That's what you decided to do. And then you expect to say, oh, Shiramba, Tyson. No, nigga, no. You know what I'm saying? Now, Joseph Parker looks like he's got a problem. He's got the Rocky Balboa syndrome. Remember what happened? Remember what happened when Mr. T beat the shit out of him the first time? Well, he just can't get over that loss with Joshua. Joshua does things to motherfuckers, man. Joshua does things to motherfuckers psychologically after their fights, man. You don't hear Parker talk about he wanted a rematch at all, right? because he's doing something right. So now you've got this problem here where Parker is psychologically stuck. He's on some shit now where he's like, oh shit, I'm not going to win a fight. I'm not going to win another fucking fight. He lost to Dylan Whyte. Not saying Dylan Whyte's washed. Not saying Dylan Whyte's finished. But you have a higher pedigree. You were hesitant. That shows us something. That shows us something. Shows me something. If you're hesitant, it shows me that you need a break. You need to go into something where you're going to clear your mind. Take a retreat somewhere with your fight camp. See your family, relax for a bit. But open that chamber. Open that hunger up again, Parker. You know what I'm saying? Because you were one hell of a champion, you're one hell of a contender. Even though I feel that Andy Ruiz and you was a fucking draw, it still doesn't matter. You beat everyone convincingly. But this shit yesterday, that's something in your psyche. And you need to really, really, really take care of that. You feel what I'm saying? Now, did you guys notice Adrian Broner yesterday in the back room when he was standing with Gervonta Davis on how gone he was? My man was standing like this, like. Then when they said Adrian Broner, he looked at shit, and then he started talking to Tank Davis. Listen, for all Adrian Broner fans, I'm only gonna say this one more time. I'm never gonna put this on video anymore. I'm never gonna go live with this. I'm only gonna say this and say this once. If you guys care about Adrian Broner, you need to reach out to this man and you need to help him, because this man is going to kill himself one day. I see it already. I see it already. People, look. In my era, people that cared about their fighters, they'd write them fan club letters. In this day and age, you can directly listen. I'm on Facebook. I'm friends with almost every fucking boxing legend out there. You can reach out to these fighters. You guys need to reach out for these fighters instead of downing them, instead of calling him as a fucking bum or he's washed. And obviously, he knows this already. Are you the type of guys that like to kick people down while they're already fucking down, and then call yourself boxing fans? So it's something where if a tragedy happens, he kills himself. You guys won't even feel responsible for that, but you guys would be. So my whole point here is, if you follow Adrian Broner, whether you like his fuckery or not, and you like him, and you think that he's pretty good for boxing because he's a very great personality, my whole point here to you is do what I've done and try to reach out to him. It's not only going to take me. It won't take 10 players, Duke Odin, other uploaders. It's going to take a hell of a lot more of a support system. Obviously, Adrian Broner has none. And if you guys are looking at Adrian Broner as just a boxing commodity, then you might as well call yourself a bunch of fucking slave drivers. I look at these men as they're going in and they're working for their careers to feed their families. At the same time, when they agree to fight each other, like Mike Tyson said, you're respecting each other and you're giving each other money to feed your families. These fighters have no respect for each other whatsoever. These guys will not fucking understand we must fight each other. To become great, we must fight each other to feed each other. We must look out for each other. People don't understand the murderous row. Murderous row fought each other because motherfuckers didn't want to fight these motherfuckers. So they all decided to go up and down weight classes and fight the fuck each other. In today's standards, where the fuck is that? Because this is what's happening. Where is today's murderous row? This is why you motherfuckers should not and cannot talk about legends. You motherfuckers cannot and should not compare motherfuckers of today with legends. Because motherfuckers even made fucking clubs, bro, boxing clubs to fight each other because motherfuckers didn't want to fight each other. And today, it's not only the fighters that don't want to fight each other, it's the sanctioning bodies, it's the promoters, it's the managers that all work in a cohesive unit to say, let's make this kid famous. Let's push this fucking agenda, the serial-faced boxer. That's what they do. And that's why all of these fighters, like Danny Garcia, when he went up against a real fighter in Keith Thurman, he came up short. Almost happened to Deontay Wilder with King Kong Bundy. I mean, with King Kong, but with King Kong Ortiz, and what happened? Right? Almost came up short. That's what I'm saying. These guys of today need to fight the killers of today, if there are any. Because if you don't, by the time you finish with your Rob Salkers, by the time you finish with your dual passes and shit, when you go to meet the real, your whole pedigree's tarnished. We saw what happened with Danny Garcia. He fought a real motherfucker. It wasn't no Whyte. It wasn't because he fought. He was a champion, and he fought Robert the Gatekeeper Ghost Guerrero, and he beat him convincingly, right? Right? So he was already graduated to 147. Don't give me any of that shit. It is what I'm saying. When you go for lesser opposition, you tarnish your pedigree. Why? Because the same motherfucker that you're training for and fighting doesn't have the pedigree as to the motherfucker that you were supposed to fight that's really the killer. So all the defense and all the offense that this motherfucker's got to offer you is not going to ready you for the real fucking threat. This is why you guys don't understand shit. So Errol Spence Jr. taking a Mikey Garcia fight, then manhandling Mikey Garcia, no doubt, it was for the money. It was for the money. But now what happens now when he fights Terence Crawford after that fight? Terence Crawford is going to wash him. Keith Thurman is going to wash him. Because Mikey Garcia is not at that pedigree of fucking Errol Spence Jr. at 147. There are levels here. There are levels here. You know? Big fighters can transition into lower weight classes because they bring the power with them and fucking dominate. But it's hard. It's always fact that a lower fucking guy is always going to outbox a bigger guy. You know what I'm saying? At some points. At some points. Shit just fell off the fucking tripod. Give me a second, guys. Let me fix this motherfucker up. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm saying. That's how true it is. You know, this is exactly what I'm saying about most of these guys here that don't really want to, you know what I'm saying, don't really want to fight. You know, it's just like this. It's just like you going through a video game with cheat codes and then going around saying you beat the game with no help. That's what these motherfuckers are doing. I'm glad that Sean Porter, Errol Spence Jr., Terence Crawford, everybody at 147 right now has not been. God damn it! I'm just gonna hold it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that they haven't been caught cheating. They haven't popped or anything. I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm happy Wilder hasn't been caught popping. I'm happy that all these guys that make themselves major chess players in boxing within these weight classes, I'm glad that these superstars have not popped. Because once that happens, boxing is no more. Because this is what we have left. In the era of the 80s and the 90s, we had tons and tons of guys coming up. That's why when one graduated, two more came in and were great. You don't see that here. You don't see that here. You know what I'm saying? You do not see that shit here. My man, Templayer says, especially if he came to the ring with him. Definitely. Definitely. My man, Templayer says, the way Khan was outboxing Canelo until that big shot came. Exactly. Exactly, Big Ten. Exactly. That's my whole point. That's my whole point. The little guy can try to outbox and become very, very evasive, man. But when the bigger guy comes with that shot and he's skilled and he knows exactly where in that pocket to land that shit to put you to give you the nighttime sniffling, sneezing, stuffy, knock you the fuck out punch, that's what happens. Exactly, 10 players. Thank you very much for that. That was a great fucking example. That's exactly what I'm saying. I just hope that these guys don't pop. I hope these guys stay the way they're doing. Terence Buck Crawford is my dog in this race. You know what I'm saying? Only dude that was able to unify at 140, beat all of these fucking bullshit politics where everybody was saying, oh, no, you have to be undefeated and then the unify and then no. Back that shit up. Back it up with any type of engines you got on it, because that's not what it is. That's not what it is. That's not what it is. Marlon Starling versus Michael Nunn. Go check that fight out, man, because that's what this Mikey Garcia and the Errol Spence Jr. fight is going to try to reflect, even though it's not going to be as great of a fight. You know what I'm saying? But the Magic Man, Marlon Starling, moved up. Okay? And fought. Okay? Moved up from welter and fought Michael Nunn. Lost, but fought Michael Nunn. A lot of you guys aren't gonna. You guys don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about, most of you guys. But 10 players, Duke Oden, and everybody else know. If you don't know, educate yourself. Michael Nunn versus Marlon Starling, and go check it out. You can't lose with that fight. You know what I'm saying? Those were the last days of motherfuckers daring to really be great. You know what I'm saying? Really be great. James Tunney. Or Tony. You know what I'm saying? One motherfucker who's been through the heavyweight classes. Middleweight, light middleweight, cruiserweight, heavyweight, right? This motherfucker transitioned, graduated. But he trained correctly. He fought the big guys. He just didn't go for fill-ins or phantom wins. So Mikey Garcia, right now, he's doing it correct. In this era, Robert Easter Jr. was the champ. So he's unified with that. He's got that. Now he's got to go. He says he wants to fight Errol Spence Jr. Okay. If that's going to be for a strap, like if Mikey Garcia is going to fight Errol Spence Jr. and they put that strap up, along with me, everybody here should just really like shit on Errol Spence Jr. afterwards. Because Mikey Garcia wouldn't be ranked. He wouldn't be ranked. So what business? This would just be a name fight. This would just be a name fight. This would be a non-title fight. That's it. You know what I mean? That's all that shit is going to be. Don't tell me that Mikey Garcia is actually going to go now for the IBF at 147 right away, skipping everybody else in line. If that shit happens, kid, I'm going to ban Errol Spence Jr. I'm going to ban the IBF, just like I banned the WBC. Because WBC to me stands for What Boxing Commission? What Boxing Commission? You guys haven't done anything right within the sport of boxing in the past fucking 8 years, 7 years, 10 years, 12 years. Oh man, what shit. Let's just say for the past fucking decade. You guys have not done anything to help the sport. You were supposed to have you guys never go through your title eliminators, kid. When the title's vacant, you never do. Like Khan was supposed to go up against fucking Garcia, and you switched them off. And you said, yeah, take the Canelo money fight, because you knew that Khan just wanted a big name fight. Khan is a stupid motherfucker for that. For me, Khan is out the picture. Khan to me is totally irrelevant. Why? Because me as a fight fan, I've seen him fuck his own career up. Taking fights that were totally unnecessary and irrelevant. Okay? Holding Kell Brook off. Yeah, holding Kell Brook off. Sorry, Shady Slim. If you really want to debate this, we can do this. But it is what it is, my brother. I got love for you. You're my boy and everything, my man. But yo, he ducked Brook, man, for a very long time. Very long time. It was even rumored that they were offered, man, close to an $80 million fight by Hearn, son. And Khan turned it down. So what is Khan looking for? People talking now, oh, Khan Pacquiao. Sure. Okay. He's going to get knocked the fuck out. But sure. Because and then after this fight, Amir Khan can just fucking go away. Amir Khan can just fucking go away. You know, I'm not hating on Amir Khan. I'm very disappointed in Amir Khan for the past fucking decade. Amir Khan has not done what he was supposed to be doing. Amir Khan could have been great, but what did he do? He put a fucking clown nose on himself. He put a clown nose on himself, so now he's a fucking joke of boxing. I don't give a fuck who you are. Facts are facts. Amir Khan's a fucking joke. And I don't understand how you guys cannot respect Kell Brook, fighting defending champion. But you guys love to come and shit on him. 10 players says Khan should have fought Brook the way Mikey should fight Loma. Clean out like Crawford, then move up for the bigger fish. Exactly. And also 10, also Big 10. They don't really realize either that when you clean out a division, it also helps your pedigree. Because you've got different types of fucking styles within your own weight class to go through. If you're gonna fucking do an incomplete on your weight class and then move up, and then you're gonna go fight something that a style that you don't recognize because you didn't recognize it at your lower weight class. Sorry, but it's a tarnish, right? It's a tarnish. Duke Golden says Mikey's ducking Loma. I believe that. I believe that. He can't go down. He can't stay at 140. So that's why he's going to try Errol Spence Jr. Now, what Duke Golden said is the truth. He must see something. Mikey must see something in Errol's fucking game that he can expose. I know what it is. He's flat-footed. Errol Spence Jr. is not that quick. You know what I mean? Errol Spence Jr. reminds me of a Marvelous Marvin Hagler type speed. Not quick, but just enough to get that power there. That's what he reminds me of. You know what I'm saying? Just enough of speed to unleash that ultimate power. You know what I mean? And I just see him to make. If that was my little brother, I would have told him, listen, guy, I understand you want to do this and you want to do that, but Loma's the fight. Loma's the fight. Why aren't you going for Loma? It's because you're ducking him. You know Loma has that skill set that's basically gonna make you look foolish. Because you against Loma, you would be flat-footed. And you know this. But Robert Garcia, you need to talk to your brother. You need to tell him, yo, dude, just fight Loma. Take this Loma fight first before you go and do anything else. Because if he goes up and he knocked out, his stock had went down. Nobody's gonna care about the Loma. Nobody's gonna care about the Loma fight anymore. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to see it. I won't. If Mikey Garcia gets in the ring with Errol Spence Jr., I am not going to want to watch Errol Spence Jr. versus Mikey Garcia if Errol Spence Jr. knocks Mikey Garcia the fuck. His stock had fallen. Point that he just threw that fight out. Know what I'm saying? If he's looking for a money fight, this is the money fight. This is the fight right now. This shit can get you a good 10, 12 million easy. Easy. You just got to talk to Uncle Bob, son. Talk to Uncle Bob. He's got Crawford and Loma left in his stable. You don't think that he's going to want to make a real good money fight out of you? Loma should not be even worried about Pacquiao because Pacquiao will destroy Loma. I don't care. Listen, Pacquiao right said to destroy at 147. The only person that he would have fucking problems with is Terrence Crawford. And I'm being fucking wholeheartedly real. This is just my boxing opinion, son. This is from the eye test. Thurman, Porter, Garcia. They don't. If you want to talk physicality, you can go ahead and do that. It's all up here. Magnificent traps. And these young boys would just be like fucking young deer falling into fucking traps. You know what I'm saying? You guys are not ready for a Pacquiao. But all you guys out there that are interested in a Algieri fight, like, oh shit, Algieri. You guys that are interested, I mean, hey, you got it. But like I said, man, none of these guys are to making Mikey versus Spence or any 147 fight at a bigger fight. Exactly. That's the puzzle that we recognize, Big Ten. You know what I'm saying? That's the puzzle that we recognize. Clean out your division, make your name fight worthy in order to go up there and fight somebody. But did you hear all the casual fans yesterday and how they were like, yeah, Mikey Spence. What the fuck? Really? Really? Because if I was there live, just like I was doing in my home, my living room, I was like, boo, oh, Mikey, Spence Crawford, boo. That's what I was saying. See, we know what makes sense. We know what makes sense. And we know what we want. We know fucking boxing for the fact that most of these fight fans, they don't know what they watch. I've already forgiven most of these fight fans. I've already forgiven these casual fight fans simply because Mayweather was their teacher. Mayweather taught them the politics, and that's what they write on. You know, they just don't look at that. So I have forgiven them because they know not what they do, and they just don't know. So it just gets to the fact that a lot of these casuals are like, you know what I'm saying? No doubt. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, I forgive you fanboys from a distance. Now you come on down to Junkyard Dogs fucking alley, son. Like I do on a daily basis, kid. I would tear a brand new fucking asshole, a brand new entrance out of your whole fucking boxing reputation, son. You know what I'm saying? I know what the fuck I do, I know what I say. I've even had motherfuckers on the beach try to catch me, reverse, right? What happens after that? Oh shit, is shut down. Then they got no gas. So it just gets to the fact that know your fucking boxing, man. And you do that by watching the greats. There's no other way around it. Otherwise, in that fight, fans, thank you for joining this live 10 players, Mighty Duke Golden. You guys are the shit, bro. No doubt, man. Love each and every. God bless y'all. You know what I'm saying? And if you have subscribe. If you run into this video, peace to everybody on YouTube. Telling the truth to the sport of boxing. Hashtag come back to boxing. Hashtag the red gloves. God bless each and every one of y'all. Stay vigilant. Peace.